Good morning, Janessa.
Hello.
I replied your email about a minute ago.
I got it about 3 minutes ago. You're good.
Did my reply make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes presenters already, like, what as a community can we do for you, already answer that question in their presentation. So we try to try and separate that. Or that's why we kind of clarify it beforehand.
I just couldn't remember if I asked my questions during the 6 minutes or if that's after. So
if it's really helpful in the Q&A portion, definitely like ask it like during. But then if we can leave audience with something to do for you after the presentation, that's kind of the point of like, what can we do as a community? It's not like a discussion, but just here's a task for the community to help pay grade.
Cool.
All right. I need to make you a co-host. Do you want to practice sharing your screen?
Sure.
And I'll make... Good morning, Kaylin.
Let's see. Probably Google Chrome. Get rid of my email. Okay. Can you see my presentation?
Looks great.
Awesome. Should I unshare now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, perfect. Kaylin, you want to practice too? Probably a pro at this, but
sure. Well,
it's all about habits and repetition.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
You good?
Perfect. Great. Janessa, where are you calling from today?
Evergreen. So hopefully my internet doesn't crap out.
Good to know. I can improv if there's issues
Okay.
as well.
The last couple of days, the wind has been so bad that internet is in and out sometimes. But
interesting. The wind is breaking the internet.
Well, yeah, our tower, like we have a line of sight, but I don't know if it's on a tree or something, but.
Interesting.
So, yeah. I take it you're an avid biker?
Correct. I do. I've biked. Do you bike at all in Evergreen?
Yes, mountain biking more than road biking.
Nice. What the bear trail, the layer of bear?
Layer of the bear?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's nice. It's crowded in the beginning, but then it gets fun.
How would you say the snow is out there if I wanted to go there Saturday?
I would ride Elk Meadow because Lair of the Bear doesn't get great sun.
Okay.
Yeah, I would ride like the Three Sisters or Elk Meadow if you want a mountain bike.
All right, I'm writing those down. I'll do that instead. Cool.
Or Green Mountain or, North Table. Those are always pretty cleaned out by after snow.
Yeah, I've done Green Mountain and Table Mesa. I just really like the Layer of the Bear trail, but I just figured there'd be some snow on there since it doesn't get sun.
Yeah.
How does Three Sisters and Elk Meadow compare? I haven't done those two.
They're like intermediate. They're not as advanced technically, but they're really fun. It's a fun, couple mile loop, or you can always do it twice. They're both, it's Evergreen has become a little more crowded than it used to, just because people are trying to get out of Denver, but not too far away. So
yeah,
Evergreen's a good alternative.
Very cool.
Yeah. Are you a big road biker or mountain biker, or you do both?
I'm really good at showing them off. How about that? I whatever I feel like, but it varies. Either I don't know the weather or I like to road bike and like mountain bike. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nick,
Both habits.
Mike
What's
Beavis
that?
and I are planning to do our first. I think all of us, none of us has done a century yet, so we're planning to get that done this year.
Nice.
So we'll count you in on the crew.
Okay, can't wait.
I didn't know you got roped into that too.
Yeah.
They tried
I
to
pledged to
convince me.
ride 3,200 miles this year if I can.
Nice.
3,200.
Yeah, I did 1,600 last year, starting in June. So I'm hoping to squeeze in 1,600 around it.
You're just like, let's just double it.
I didn't get my bike until June, so I was like, if I can bike that far, like when I was just starting, I figure I can, with intentionality, get double.
Definitely. And what's your weekly average then?
I try to do 100 a week once it's warm enough.
Okay. You should be able to accomplish it then, I guess, with 100 a week. That's not.
Yeah, but it won't start till April.
Mountain biking in like 30-degree weather with sun isn't bad.
I only have a road bike so far.
Nick, have you gone to Floyd Hill?
No.
Oh my gosh. It gets it's south facing, so everything melts. We biked it before like right before Christmas, before that snowstorm. And it cleans up really well, and it's a really fun downhill. You have to like, climb up, but then it's a really fun loop-de-doo downhill. It's up on Floyd Hill where the antique shop is. You get off on that exit, and then it's on the right. It's awesome.
Okay.
I would recommend that one over the other two that I told you about.
All right, Floyd Hill, number 1. That's what I'm doing Saturday.
Yeah.
I got plans now.
Excellent.
Gregarious, do you mountain bike at all, or you just don't have one? Or do you want to?
I haven't. I don't think I mountain biked like when I was a kid, but I haven't since. I wouldn't be opposed to doing it though. It seems like a lot of fun and dangerous.
I think it's safer than road biking because road biking.
I don't know. My friend who's an ER doc says the number one type of person he sees in the ER is mountain bikers.
Oops.
Because they're good people.
That's because they survive versus getting hit by a
Good
car.
doesn't mean smart.
I find I'm cautious when I mountain bike. I do agree with the risk. I was hesitant on mountain biking for a while because I was like, this is too risky. But I take my time, and I think if you do that, you should be okay. You see a lot of people that zip through the course, and that's.
Yeah. I went to Snowmass in the summer, and apparently that's like the mountain bike capital of the world or something, because they have like lift experiences and like all kinds of stuff that's like purely for mountain bikers. It was pretty cool, but I didn't understand any of it.
I haven't done any mountain biking down any ski resorts yet. I'm sure that's a thing to do.
Winter Park and A Basin have really good spots. They're a lot of fun. Definitely check them out if you're interested. If you don't want to do the uphill part and just the downhill part.
Shouldn't you earn your turns?
Yes. Well, A Basin you have to go up, but Winter Park you can take the lift if you want.
Yeah, I do like going up. I just like the variety of up and down. We're just like constant up and then constant down.
Yeah.
Wow. Morning, Josh.
Morning, guys. How's everybody?
Doing great. Where are you at right now?
Just at home.
Okay. Very white back.
Yes, I have a very minimalistic, neutral tones house.
Okay. It's like I'm speaking to God right now. And just. I like the mug with the J there, and it's very minimalistic.
Yes, I think that was a gift from my brother's girlfriend. So don't want to stain the white mug.
Definitely.
Come on, Nick. You gotta be thinking about these things.
How was your New Year, Josh?
It was really nice. I went to bed early, so I didn't do the stay up thing, but I definitely got a little getaway and recharged for January, and it's been a great year so far. So I'm enthused.
That's awesome. Yeah. Sometimes the best thing to do is to go to bed early and start 2021 on a good note.
Yeah, Caitlin, you look so familiar. Did I meet you at Denver Startup Week?
Yeah, I think it might have been Denver Startup Week, or I was trying to place it just now as well. 1 million cups, something.
Yeah.
Probably in person back in the day.
Nice. Yeah, back when that was a thing.
It's great to see you again.
Nice to see you too, Gregarious. How's it going, man?
Hey, Gregarious, Josh said hi to you. You care.
Oh, hey, sorry. I'm also tracking the inauguration.
Are we gonna be
What's up, Josh?
multitasking?
Michelle looks great.
I am.
Gregarious, are you gonna be coming in with like breaking news if anything happens?
I swear, I hope to God there isn't any breaking news.
I don't have the news on. I wasn't planning on it. Well, I was hoping to get through this for the next hour, and then you guys can do whatever you want. And it's 9 o'clock, so we're gonna get going here. Let me get set up. I'm going to overload everyone with links in the Zoom chat. Get excited. Right. In the Zoom chat, I have our slide deck if you want to see these slides, our website, also our YouTube channel. Our LinkedIn group is on there as well. My LinkedIn link, if you want to connect with me, more information about 1 Million Cups. I have our presenters information, and also going to get Kaylin. I didn't get your links on there. Let me do that. One more.
I'm happy to post those as well if you want to get started.
I have it ready. I just didn't paste it for some reason. Okay. Because Kaylin wants to get going here. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Couple housekeeping rules. Please mute yourself when you're not speaking. Raise your hand. Use the raise hand button to ask a question, or you can just raise your hand in the camera. I'll notice you too. And use the chat feature to share links or connect with others. And you can also rename yourself in Zoom. If you want to, you can do like first name, job title, first name, company, so we can get to know each other a little bit better. Let's get going. Weird delay. It's usually not this long. Oh no! This is not supposed to happen. I wasn't ready for this, guys. Apologize. Let's just go to YouTube. Hopefully it displays there. Here we go.
1 Million Cups is a weekly educational program developed by the Kauffman Foundation.
Over the years, we've added more cities. Creates a great energy here to see what's happening across the country.
What I've learned from other entrepreneurs is very, very valuable. Sitting in a room with other people that have ideas too, it helps people to leave thinking, you know what, my idea is worth something. It's worth pursuing. It's worth going after it. Even if it looks like a challenge, I should still go out and try to do it.
Great, it worked. Welcome everyone. And you guys are my Hollywood Squares. And I'm your MC, Nick Campion. If you want to add me on LinkedIn, please do. Here at 1 Million Cups, we meet every Wednesday at 9 a.m. via Zoom until further notice. We do virtual coffee or tea at every meeting. If you got a mug, you want to show it off, let's do it. This is my mug. Pretty boring. We're here to do 6-minute presentations, not pitches. Here to connect, not network. After the presentations, we do about 15 to 20 minutes of audience feedback and questions. It's a great place for entrepreneurs to be vulnerable, open, and transparent. And we're here to discuss ideas, not people. I need to see my Zoom room. By show of hands, who is new to 1 Million Cups this week? Anyone? Any newbies? Sandy, okay. Awesome. Thanks for joining. For those that are new to 1 Million Cups or don't know, we have the website, 1millioncups.com/Denver. That's where you can see who's presenting each week and also sign up for our weekly email. I'm going to share a quick poll with everyone. It's just asking if you're new to 1 Million Cups and also if you consider yourself an entrepreneur. Also, I mentioned this in the links. We do have a LinkedIn group we're promoting. This is a great place to share links that you want to share with other members. What happens in Zoom is we share links and then the Zoom meeting ends and those links go away. So if you do want to connect with other members or share information, let's use the LinkedIn group as well. It's just 1 Million Cups Denver if you search for it, or use the link that I sent. Quick shout out to our sponsors. We have Enterprise, Founders Craft, Mill Estate Coffee, Good Elephant, Pono Media, Color and Lending Source, Rocky Mountain Photography, The Commons on Champa, Segway, and WeWork Labs. Let's give everyone a big round of applause. YouTube is being really slow today, and this is awkward because I need to set this up better. Hold on, sorry guys. I need to update my links, I think. So usually there'll be a round of applause. I'll have to fix this for all our sponsors. And it makes it a lot more entertaining when it works. Okay, moving on. This is a great day. Quick shout out to our org team, myself, Gregarious, Kevin, Carter, and Allie. Thanks for doing what you do. If anyone's interested in joining, helping us out, please reach out to one of us. And now we're gonna go to volunteer introductions. Looking through 3 people to quickly introduce themselves so we get to get a better understanding of who's in the room. Say your name, what you do, where you're from, how you heard about 1 Million Cups, or anything else you want to share, something brief. Looking for volunteers. If not, I'm going to call on somebody. Mark, you want to start off?
Sure thing. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark Paderis. I'm a new kind of reload to the Boulder area, so just trying to get integrated into the startup community. I work on a edge computing startup where we're designing chipsets for extended reality headsets. And then I also advise 2 companies. One is a space agriculture company called Grow Mars, and the other is a wildfire suppression company called Zephramier. Happy to be here and get to meet everyone. Thanks for hosting 1 Million Cups. It's a great event.
Thanks, Mark. How'd you hear about us?
I've presented at the 1 Million Cups over in Philadelphia and New Jersey and a few other locations on the East Coast.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Do I have another volunteer? Okay, I'm going to go with Sandy. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, thank you. My name is Sandy Michael. I own Versatility Creative Group in the DTC area. We specialize in video production, branding, photography, graphic design, and web design. And I really wanted to check out 1 Million Cups. A friend of mine in the Springs community told me about it, and so I wanted to check out the one here in Denver. I'm also working to launch a new lifestyle brand, so I kind of want to see how this goes and see how everyone interacts here, and I'm just excited to be here, so thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you, Sandy. How about Daniel? Would you like to introduce yourself?
I assume I'm the only Daniel on the call, but yeah, sure. Thanks for calling me out. So by day, a consultant, do software development for e-commerce stores, mobile apps, all that kind of fun stuff, but have a side hustle or passion project called HelloMixie.com, which is a collaboration of different clients and people within a network brought together to make a fun deal for consumers who are interested in D2C brands. New to Denver, only been here a couple months and looking to connect with great folks. Nice to meet everybody.
Daniel, how'd you hear about 1 Million Cups?
I'm sorry, I don't remember how I found about 1 Million Cups. I think maybe on meetup.com, just looking for great ways to, when I was looking for either dev meetups or entrepreneur meetups, that was probably how I found it.
Awesome, well, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
Thank you for the introduction, everybody. And I think I got my clapping big. So let's give all our volunteers a round of applause. Yes. I fixed it, kind of. All right. Later on today, we're gonna do some breakout rooms, some community announcements. So if you have anything you want to announce, start thinking what you might want to say. Moving on to our presentations. Here at 1 Million Cups, we're open to a variety of different presentation types. If you have an idea you've been thinking of, and you want some feedback on it, please apply to present, and we'll love to give you some feedback on your idea. Or if you have a product, have customers, you're out in the market, and you want some more feedback on your business, please apply to present, and we'll do that for you. We're also open to investor presentations, business experts. Say you're an expert in finance, marketing, some aspect of a startup, we would love to have your presentation as well. Looking for organizations related to startups and also past presenters as well. Moving on to our first presenter, Paygrade.io. Paygrade is a virtual bank that teaches financial literacy through experimental learning. Students manage a checking, savings, and credit account, apply for jobs, pay bills, invest in the stock market, pay taxes, and contribute to their 401k and more. Let's give a big round of applause to Janessa and Paygrade. All right. All right, stop sharing. I'll have Janessa.
Share now. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen? Perfect. Okay. Should I get started? Is my 6 minutes going? Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Janessa Boulay, and I'm a co-founder of Paygrade, a software platform for students to experience everything related to personal finance. So our mission is, Our mission is to bring financial literacy to life by empowering youth to experience money before it becomes real. I wish I had learned how to manage my money before I was an adult making mistakes with real money, and our platform provides this much needed intervention. Having been an educator, students would always ask me why we were learning completing the square or the quadratic formula, and I had to explain it to them. When it comes to personal finance, they never asked me, and they knew why they were learning it. So how does it work? As an educator creates an account and imports their students. Depending on their grade level, the students receive a grade appropriate money profile that can be adjusted to fit students' needs. So elementary, lower elementary might just have a savings account. High school, you might have a checking, savings, credit account, and investment account. So when students log into Paygrade, they're essentially managing their own virtual bank account. They can see teacher's announcement, the financial tip of the day. They can deposit or withdraw money into their bank accounts based on different action items that their teachers have created. They can purchase different assets that appreciate or depreciate at different values. They can transfer money just like a regular bank. They can change their avatar, go to light or dark theme, and create a resume and apply for a classroom job through the platform, and so much more. So Paygrade's most popular features, make sure I'm on the right, yeah. Paygrade's most popular features are the automated payroll, which students apply for jobs and it pays them out on a daily, weekly, biweekly, or monthly basis. And the most, I keep going all over, I get excited, sorry. And then the most popular features are oops, it's not moving, that's why. I wonder, I'm confused, sorry about that. So this is the plus features. So the plus features on Paygrade, just the most popular ones that are used, this is our paid version, include the marketplace where students can spend their money that their hard-earned cash that they learned or that they've earned on different products or experiences. And we have an easy to use but very robust investment simulator as well, right here, that has real-time market data. So students can invest in the stocks, crypto, and Forex, which is really cool. So I presented at 1 Million Cups back in July of 2017 when we were called Boulay Bank, and there was a lot of teacher interest. Like we had 50 teachers we were really excited about, who sometimes we paid to try the platform and to give us feedback. So now rewind to today, or fast forward to today, we've reached every state in the US. We're seeing a lot of growth in Canada and Australia. And we have over 150 educators signing up each week with minimal advertising. So like $100 here, $100 there on Facebook. We went viral on TikTok, which I experienced TikTok for the first time. And we got like 500 new accounts from that. And mostly it's educators word of mouth, which is awesome and reaffirming that we have a really good product market fit. So it's been this PayGrade has been a side project until December, like last month, when my husband decided to quit his job and work with me on PayGrade full time, which is awesome and terrifying because now we have to make enough money to be sustainable. Before we were just using savings to develop the software and some of his income. And now we have to rely on PayGrade to make ends meet and continue supporting our user growth. So now we're no longer dabbling as entrepreneurs. We're like going in feet first, which we're really excited about. So who do we serve? We're K-12 education and some colleges and museums, but the majority of our users, I would say, are 4th grade through 12th grade, and educators use our platform in a variety of ways. So many educators use it as a behavior management system. So there are other management platforms out there that help teachers, but don't necessarily help the students. PayGrade does both. We're also used as a financial literacy experience that can go alongside any other financial literacy curriculum to provide that hands-on learning piece. One educator up in Northern Michigan, he uses PayGrade as in his wood shop to charge students for materials and decrease waste, which is kind of cool. Junior Achievement uses just our stock market simulator. And then alongside their curriculum. And some schools have taken on PayGrade as a class-wide behavior management system. And we have specials teachers on it. Like I said, museums use it to reward kids for taking their virtual tours. It's been really cool to see how malleable it is for educators to achieve their goals while teaching students essential finance skills. So where we are now, so right now we have a free and a plus version. Our free version allows many educators to use our platform as a classroom management system and rewards students for behaviors like coming to class on time or turning in assignments, or with COVID, and if they're doing virtual, turning in their assignments or having their video on for Zoom. So our increased student engagement has been huge, and teachers have given us that feedback and have loved it. And we also have a plus version, which has a lot more of the financial literacy pieces, like the marketplace, investment simulator, loans, taxes, 401k, that kind of thing. So in a nutshell, that's PayGrade. And should I ask my questions now or ask community questions? I think
let's first start off with hold on, wait for it. Round of applause.
Comedic relief.
Yeah, go ahead. We're going to go into Q&A, but what are the 2 things you want feedback on, you said? In your,
For me? Yeah. So my question is, like, we know that startup is a constant experimentation from all the books we've been reading. But we've seen ridiculous growth with our free model. So, and we also have seen that that there's an appetite for educators to pay, schools to pay, organizations to pay, but we don't like 2 of these options because we know that schools are limited on funds, and the last thing we want to do is have an educator pay out of pocket. So as entrepreneurs yourself, what next steps should we take given our situation? How do we capitalize on this moment? Do we continue at the rate we're going and grow slowly? Do we make it free and just increase our user base like crazy? Or do we, what we're trying to figure out a pricing model and what steps we should take next so we don't get passed by someone else, and we can really, and it's just my husband and I, so we wear a lot of different hats. Where should we focus our time and attention? Those are my questions.
Cool. So if you do have feedback or additional questions, please use the raise hand button. If not, raise your hand.
I don't see raise hand, by the way.
It should, under reactions, if you hit reactions now, it's under raise hand. There's a raise hand. See
What
that?
the
On your bar, you have mutes, stop video.
That's just stupid.
It's there now. They moved it. Yeah, should say that. Okay. Gregarious, you want to start off? Did you have something?
Yeah, sure. I think one I think is a great idea, like just trying to help people improve sort of financial literacy in general. I guess it seems like a fairly steep jump from like free to $500 a year. So I'm curious, how did you come up with the $500 sort of as that starting point?
Great question. So at first we started at $99. And the problem is teachers would pay for that easy and they would just pay out of pocket. And we're like, well, that's not the point. We don't want teachers to pay. So we said, let's try $20 per student. And so if it was a high school class, they would, have a little more funds to pay for 100 kids versus, the 20, 25 kids you have in an elementary school classroom. We tried that and we provided like admin, letters to admin, letters to parents and guardians, letters to community members to help pay for it. Hardly any conversions. So we upped it to $500 because it's a lot easier to lower the price than to increase it. So we said $500 for everything. And we've had some conversions and we've done promos of like half off for, the next couple weeks. And we've had some conversions that way. The reason why it's expensive is because we don't want teachers to pay. So we want them to have to go to their school or have to go to a community member and get the funds. And we provide an educator matching program, which is us giving it away for cheaper, but they have to apply and it's a pretty easy Google form, but it's showing like, hey, they're interested, here's how they're going to use it. And then we also give them a discount.
So my pushback would be that the person willing to pay is your customer. And I would not betray that. I get like that you'd like someone else to pay, but if the teacher's willing to pay, then I don't know why I would turn that money away, right? Like now you can create other kinds of incentives for the schools to potentially become buyers and maybe lower the price significantly if they're buying it or something like that. But you're creating like a lot of friction for a not particularly good reason, right? Like if I were to reframe what you're saying, that your lens is to make sure that more people end up literate, then you're actually making it harder for that to happen by waiting for the school to get through to being the buyer, right? Versus like the teacher being the person who does it. Now, whether or not it's fair or not that the teacher is buying it, absolutely hear you, absolutely agree. I would prefer that happen different ways as well, right? But I would probably not like give up on a model that was working, right? Like make it easy for teachers to buy them, right? Like if you want it to not be a burden on teachers, then don't make it $100 to teachers, make it $20 to teachers, right? Or don't do unlimited things or do things like where the students can like help offset the cost. But there seems like a lot of other ways to do it than simply raising the price and excluding more people from becoming customers, right? When there seems to be an appetite to convert, right? Like, so I would keep pulling the thread on the people who are converting more so than sort of trying to create barriers from that in that process.
Can I ask a question, Gregarious?
Sure.
What do you think about a subscription model of, we thought maybe $3 for the basic per month for a teacher and then $5 for plus for all the other things? Do you think, what are your thoughts on subscription versus like a yearly commitment?
I think if it was a teacher, like the lower the out of pocket upfront probably is a good thing, right? I also think like one of the benefits you get is potentially like letting the teacher work with the parents to pay for an offset, right? Like, so like I teach you to start using it, but then like, oh, hey, if we're using this program, if you'd like to support it, like parents could directly contribute to it, like instead of like the teacher having to do it out of pocket, right? But it also means not waiting. So I think like relative to your broader mission, which I love, I think the more and the faster people start, the better, right? And so, you know, if eventually a parent comes in and says, oh, I'll pay $100 like for the whole class or whatever, great. Like the teacher's like sitting in a surplus and that's totally fine, right? Like, but that's better than like say the teacher committing up $20, like $20 a month versus $3 a month, still way better from a like poor teacher, right? Like who's like sort of going in their pocket to do it, right? So I still think, you know, lower with smaller on-ramps could be good and allowing more people to participate sort of in the program. The other thing I would say though, when you price it at the school level, most curriculums, I would look for like analogs or comparables, like for like, what does a course cost for a school to license it, right? Because I actually think your 500 may be too low, right? Like relative to like if a school chooses to bring in a program into their school.
Okay. And then, so do you think paying, so not a subscription then, it would just be a one-time?
I don't mind a subscription. I think a small fee is still better than a bigger upfront fee, right?
Okay.
Also, by the way, like if you do want to raise money, like ongoing SaaS money is always better, right, than sort of annualized money, right? Because like you don't understand your churn rates as well. Like you could have like everyone drop off in a year, and you won't know that until that mark hits, right? So monthly SaaS that you can like slowly increment, like I think is ultimately still a better posture for you.
Do you think should we get rid of the free version and have only
No.
paid versions, or keep free?
No, because there's so many ways you can monetize the free version still, right? Like with offers, programs, advertising, like there's still a lot of things that are available in the free side. So I think the free side's a good thing for you, at least for now.
All right, great. Feedback, Gregarious. We're going to jump around. Daniel, did you still have a question or feedback at all?
Mine was just on, you had asked about different revenue models. And so what immediately came to mind was Khan Academy. And I'm sure you've already looked at parallels between you guys. I know that they had two different things. I don't know if they make revenue off it or not, but one, they had like a sponsored course. It was called Pixar in a Box. It was a collaboration with Pixar. I don't know if Pixar paid for that or not. But then also, if you look at Khan Academy now, just on their personal finance section, it's sponsored by Bank of America. So I don't know if there's opportunity for Wealthfront or Betterment or, you know, some of the easy robo-investor, robo-advisor, whatever they are, platforms to, you know, sponsor or pay for a portion or something like that as well. Have you thought of sponsorships?
Yes. And as a teacher myself, I was really resistant to it at first with the product placement and having kids, you know, look at a Wells Fargo sponsoring us. And then they're like, oh, I'm going to bank with Wells Fargo because I've seen that before, versus keeping it really like critical thinking and not powered by somebody who wants their business in the future. So that was my initial issue with that. But now that we are looking for sustainability and looking for, you know, like we have to open up that avenue if we need it. So we're definitely open to financial partnerships now. So it would definitely have to be the right fit of teaching kids finance, not just like, hey, you know, use this credit card. And, you know, we want to make sure that we have the kids' best interest in mind, which makes it hairy with a little more sketchy with financial institutions sometimes, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I don't know if you can get Nickelodeon or Disney or somebody to sponsor you, but yeah, if there's more a tangential but not like direct conflict of interest sponsor, something like that, you know, feel free to look for there as well.
That's a good point. Thank you.
Great ideas, Daniel. Mark, do you have a feedback or a question?
Yeah, sure. So great presentation, great delivery today. And you know, what I was thinking was that in terms of distribution and actually getting the software out there, right? If it doesn't cost you anything to give them like a semester free of the platform and all the features, you know, that's just going to do volumes in terms of word of mouth marketing and advertising and sales there. So I think, you know, maybe A/B test some type of like just full access for however many months that you think is appropriate. And then if your product's a good product, they're going to convert, or you'll see a percentage of those people that convert. But like, that's one of the things that now that you have this kind of nationwide or, you know, continent wide scale, that could like supercharge your growth, right? Because if it's free, they can tell others about it. They can try it out for a semester, see how they like it. And that just seems like a big opportunity to at least pressure tests to see if you can move that forward. Have you given that thought at all, like full kind of free trials?
Yeah, we're working on developing like a trial that releases our plus version for like 15 or 60 days, and yeah, trying maybe an A/B test and see if we can get conversions that way. Yeah, so that's a great idea. I like the
I would consider doing that a little bit longer so that they can functionally use it in the classroom. Like again, like it depends what your acquisition cost is there to actually let them use the platform. But if you really don't have any cost to let people jump in and play with it and use it for a month, if it's a good product, you'll see a good amount of conversion at the end, and it's just going to help word of mouth. Which at the end of the day, distribution of your platform is going to be the hardest thing in any piece of software business. And if you have your customers just sharing how much they love it and talking about it at conferences and things like that, that's like the best thing you could ask for as a software business. So yeah, I would consider a longer kind of free model.
Cool. Thank you, Mark.
Great feedback, Mark. Paul, did you want to touch up on anything that you wrote in the chat?
I guess I just put it down there just so that it's down, because it's really important for most businesses. I think I've studied a lot of businesses, and most businesses fail because they run out of cash. Even businesses that are profitable, like in a sense of like accrual accounting, like you can be profitable, like show that you have money, but your receivables haven't come in yet. So a lot of businesses fail even if they're profitable. So it's just very important for like businesses to know their cash position. And like I can forecast out like now with my business, and there's some advice given to me. And I was just like running my business like, oh, I have money in the account. That's perfectly fine, but I didn't project out like in the future what my cash position was. And like there's I have an app business, and we provide, like we sell to hikers. And so it's very seasonal. And I didn't really understand the seasonal effects of the business until I mapped it out financially. So I can actually predict a year out or whatever in time to see what our cash position is going to be based upon, fixed expenses and then what we expect as revenue. So I can actually calculate within a few $1,000s what our cash position is going to be. And that's super helpful to make decisions like, should I hire somebody or should I do something? And so that's what I see is like super fundamental, because most companies fail in like 4 to 5 years. 50% of companies will fail in 4 to 5 years. So it's like, and they run out of cash. So that's the biggest thing is knowing your cash position at any time. So that's what I see as yours. Like my wife also works with us, in our team, and we've gone through a very similar thing with you had. And it's just like, there'd be a certain time and like, oh, owners would have to contribute more money into the company to make it run. And it's pretty obvious now that was very important. And so I just want to pass that on to you, the importance of understanding your cash that you have, especially now that you don't have that extra cash coming in.
Thank you, Paul.
Yep, and that applies to any business.
Awesome, great feedback, Paul. Final question, I'm going to give it to Daniel if you have any question or feedback for Janessa. Unmute yourself.
Thanks. I realized I did have a piece of feedback as well. I actually just had a college student this week ask about how to do stocks and how to do investing, because she quote unquote wanted to make money in her sleep and had to Google what an index fund is. So I think something like this is important. So it's great. I don't remember learning any of this in grade school or college. I had to do that on my own, take an investing course. So the need is definitely there. Your product market fit is definitely there. Another suggestion that also came to mind, and this is also maybe more what your comfort level is, but you're also probably sitting on a treasure trove of data that corporations might be interested in. So I don't know, like stats of how well people learn or respond to this kind of stuff. So that's also another way you could possibly generate revenue. You always have to put that in your terms of service to say, hey, even though it's a free plan, we obviously sell some of this data. People are comfortable with it. They realize by using Facebook these days that they are a product, that their data is sold and whatever else. Again, decide your level of comfort with it, but there may be corporations that are interested in the data that you're gathering on these different students, either college or K through 12.
Awesome, thank you, Daniel. And I have a final question for you, Janessa. What as a community can we do for you?
Well, any connections that you guys have with schools, districts, educators, financial institutions that might be interested in like partnering, or for like a warm introduction. It's always easier than me just throwing darts at a wall, hoping that somebody is interested or has heard of us. It's nice to say, oh, hey, you know, I'm introduced to this person, and just getting the platform word of mouth out there and would be really helpful. And if you want to check out our site, paygrade.io, and share any feedback you have, ease of use, any, you know, anything that's confusing. I mean, it's my husband and I have eyes on it, and you know, occasionally we'll find a typo. So it's nice to have another set of eyes who will actually give us feedback. That would be fantastic. And if you have any educators, friends who are in, you know, any educator friends, and you want to share this with them, that would be awesome as well.
All right. Let's give one big round of applause again to Janessa. What's it? There it goes. Josh, I saw you had your hand raised. If you could just directly message Janessa if you have a feedback or question, that'd be great. And now we're going to move on to, don't play, hold on, sorry. Okay, now we're going to move on to some breakout rooms. We're going to do maybe like 12 minutes instead. And if you need an icebreaker in your breakout room, you can show off your office space. So I'm going to assign everybody about 3 people in each room, just try and get to know each other for a little bit, and then we'll come back and do our final presentation. And so we're going to send you guys off right now. How do I? Shoot. Who's in? Josh is by himself. What happened? people are coming back. Okay. You guys are back, I guess, maybe? What's going on? Just Kevin. All right. I guess, yeah, your room was done, Daniel? Good. Okay. Give them another. So Daniel, where'd you move from? You said you've been in Denver for about 2 months.
A little bit longer, 2 months, but long story short, came from Texas with a few stops in between. So,
Okay. Where in Texas?
The Dallas area. So I traded one D for another D, I guess. So it took about a month or two to not call this place Dallas.
I guess you're going from the big D to a medium-sized D.
We go in D, I guess, whatever you want to call it.
Very cool. Are you born and raised in Texas or from other areas?
No, originally from Alabama. So.
Are you a Roll Tide Roll fan?
You would assume, but no, I went to Auburn, so I am.
Well, it's one of the two, right?
Sure, yeah. Like most deep-seated rivalries, the Alabama is kind of the University of Alabama is the one obviously chosen by default, but no, I went to Auburn. So it's the War Eagle is well, Tigers is our mascot, War Eagle is our battle cry, as you would say.
It's too much, I guess. I don't know.
Might as well throw in there. We've got 2, why not 3?
Yeah. It was Auburn, right? Where there was a prank on one of your trees and the trees died. Is that the right university I'm thinking of?
Yep, that's us.
Okay.
Obviously, yeah, I graduated from there years ago, but yeah, there was an Alabama fan who, yeah, I think he went to jail for it, but yeah, he poisoned the big oak tree that had been there like 100 years. And so anyway, they took saplings from that tree and replanted several more in that famous corner of town. So, but yeah, Auburn will go, they roll their tree after every football game that they win. So every college has obviously got their traditions and things like that. So.
I guess the silver lining is, yeah, the guy destroyed that tree, but then planted new ones.
Sure. Yeah, they got some new ones. So, but yeah, excited to be in the Denver area. Obviously, it's a weird time to go about and do meetups, but I'll take Zoom calls. So yeah. Always fun to network and meet good folks and just talk shop about startups and entrepreneurship and everything.
Have you been able to find some other meetups that have been fun to attend?
Tried. Yeah, just going to breweries and things like that. I haven't really found any in-person like developer or entrepreneur meetups. They're all over Zoom. Okay. But yeah, any you recommend?
Man, I haven't been able to do any Zoom ones. I used to go to a lot of networking events. There's Colorado Product.
Okay.
And that's product managers and developers. They have a Slack channel that I'm a part of, and prior to COVID, we have a monthly meetup as well.
Yeah, I'm on 7 different Slack channels. 2 of them are from Colorado. No, 1 is from Colorado. I'm on the Colorado Startup Slack channel, and
me too.
Honestly, I don't participate. It's just another notification bubble. So
I treat it the same way. I joined these Slack channels thinking I would get involved, but it's just too much. I can't really spend time on it. So it has the number 7 on it. That's the notifications I've missed, but I'm not going to look at them.
Yeah. I mean, I more or less go in to clear the notification, but.
Yeah. I'm going to close out these runes.
I'm gonna go back on mute, but yeah, pleasure. Great to chat.
Definitely. Annie, are you there? I want to say hi. Is she there? Oh, you are there.
Oops, I was muted. How are you, Nick? I'm Ann.
Oh, Ann, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Looks like it might be Annie.
How's your day going today?
Going well. This is the first time I've joined this call, and it's really cool. So yeah, I didn't know I would have to like talk to people. I wasn't ready for that, but
rude, right? Why would I do that?
I was like, what? But that was good. Yeah, I met Daniel and Kevin. So yeah, I just did it. I launched a startup in December, so just very new to it.
What's a high overview of the startup?
So we're doing supporting coaches in the mental wellness space, and it's sort of AI plus human coaching, focused on empowering the human relationship, not replacing the human coaches.
Awesome. Would you like to present here at 1 Million Cups?
I would love to sometime. Yeah, I joined so I could get an idea of what other people were doing with their pitches. We did our first pitch just at the Rockies Venture Club Pitch Academy last week. So
oh, cool.
It was, yeah, super fun and enlightening. We have a lot of work to do. So.
Well, you have our website, 1millioncups.com/Denver, and that's where you can apply to present.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will do that.
Looking forward to it.
And Ann, I just want to throw in, I just checked out your website. It seems like you've got some really great credentials and you've worked really hard to pull a lot of great things together.
Thank you. Yeah, we're working on it. We're building our prototype right now. So.
All right.
Well, wishing you the best.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I forced the breakout rooms on people, so they expect not to talk during an hour, but I think we're here to connect and stuff, so hopefully you're okay reaching outside your comfort zone. And now we're going to move on to our second presentation. It's going to be the Commons on Champa, which is located in the heart of downtown Denver. The Commons is Denver's entrepreneurship hub, powered by Downtown Denver Partnership for those who want to innovate, build a business, or take the lead. Let's give a big round of applause to Kaylin. And oh, that did not work. Oh, I'm on the wrong clap. This is embarrassing. Oh, Nick, get it together. There we go. All right.
Thank you, Nick. Awesome.
Hope everybody's enjoying my technical difficulties today.
It's fabulous. Bringing some life, some humanity. Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. I'm Kaylin Acquisto. I'm just going to start this. There we go. I'm Kaylin Acquisto. I direct entrepreneurial and innovation programs for Downtown Denver Partnership. So that's Denver Startup Week and the Commons on Champa. Today, I'm going to focus on the Commons on Champa, and feel free to come talk to me about other entrepreneurial endeavors as well. So we opened our doors 6 years ago now as a public park for entrepreneurs. We are a 501c3 standalone organization. We opened our doors in partnership with Denver Economic Development and Opportunity with the City of Denver to create a safe space with the primary value prop of connecting entrepreneurs to the right resource at the right time. And that's regardless of who you know, where you come from, and what you're working on. This is our lean and mean dream team, all two of us right now. And Lacey is, I'd like to do an intro for her. She is rocking our programming right now, and I'll jump into all of our program options, but wanted to make you familiar with both of our faces because we'll definitely be the ones supporting you if you come through the Commons. And I would encourage all of you to spend some time on our website, thecommons.co. Go through all of our resources. There's an impact report on there that I'd encourage you to read through. But I do want to highlight just a couple stats that are important to help you understand who we're serving and how we do it. We are truly an umbrella organization. So we are streamlining, bringing together hundreds of public resources in our community, 1 Million Cups being one of them, under one resource compass where you can come and access, we're the connector. So if we don't have the answer, we know who to connect you with. It's kind of a one-stop shop. If you're starting up, start here is our motto. 70% of the entrepreneurs we're serving are considered underrepresented. That number is closer to 75% in our programming. That's according to Kaufman standards, women, people of color, low to moderate income individuals, LGBTQ+, and veterans. We will never turn anyone away who walks through our doors, and we will meet you, as I said, at your point in your journey. We have lots of services at the Commons, everything from physical space, programming, resources, networks, community. We do have pre-COVID and hopefully again soon, an innovation lounge. I know I've seen a lot of your wonderful faces working out of our innovation lounge. We have 20,000 square feet of workspace. It's completely free right when you walk in the door, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, free coffee, great Wi-Fi, etc. And the point there, like I said, is we're a public park for entrepreneurs. So to work alongside like-minded entrepreneurs and risk takers is just builds that community. That space is currently not open to the public. However, you can rent conference rooms, you can rent that space for entrepreneurs. It's free for the first 2 hours per room per month. So that's 6 hours free a month, and then just $25 after that. So take advantage, come back into our space. I'm going to jump into our programs, but we do have innovation stations. So that's sponsored by Ovation and Comcast. We have the full Adobe suite, and we believe there should never be a barrier to access with, if you're creative, having the resources to do so and grow your business is really important. I'm going to jump into the programs, a little bit more about myself. I'm also an entrepreneur, and inspiring entrepreneurs to empower themselves is truly what I live for. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me with those questions as well. I run my own photography business. So this is our journey programming at the Commons. It's 25% of what we do. The other 75% of what we do are partnering with mission-aligned organizations and co-promoting events and truly creating that hub, a one-stop shop for entrepreneurial resources. But we have everything from, will it fly? I have an idea, need to test it in a 10-step process. It's a 2-hour workshop, to a business boot camp, which is a 2-day boot camp workshop, to co-starters, our cornerstone program. It's a national program. It's a 10-week business accelerator for generally pre-seed funding, funded businesses. And you learn everything from raising capital to nailing your pitch to marketing. You meet with top-notch mentors in our community, top CEOs and entrepreneurs. So I actually went through all of these programs for my own business to audit our programming and also for my personal experience. And that is just an incredible program. I cannot recommend that enough. And then champions, we determined, when people leave the accelerator, we don't want them to be diving into thin air. So champions meets monthly. Now it's a 5-month program, and you're meeting with an entrepreneur, a small group of entrepreneurs, and then you meet with the one-on-one with the entrepreneurial leader as well, the facilitator and mentor each month. Before I do that, I do want to mention we have ongoing resources. So this is our entrepreneurial journey, but we do have ongoing resources as well. Everything from Power Hour mentorship, which is small group mentorship sessions. We bring in technical experts from the community. So if any of you are willing to be mentors, they're one-off sessions, small group mentorship, all offered virtually right now. Could be anything from bringing in a lawyer to bringing in someone who's an expert in finance, etc. We also have our Denver Economic Development and Opportunity Advisory Hours. And through DIDO, we have access to tons of government agencies, U.S. Patent and Trademark being one of them. Really anything you need will connect you to the right place at the right time. And the last thing I want to mention is Startup Space. It's our online platform On here, we have vetted hundreds of free public resources. And this is a 24/7 access question and answer hub. This is something we developed 2 years before COVID and has proven to be incredibly helpful in this virtual era. So I'd encourage all of you to get on Startup Space, download the app, or just do startupspace.app on the desktop. We have our resource compass located on here. There's tons of resources. I'm going to mention just 2 right now. Resource compass, it's where we vetted those hundreds of free public resources, and they are organized into bubbles. So there's a funding bubble, marketing, legal, etc. So click on where you need support, and all of our resource partners are under there. 1 Million Cups is on there as well. There's 24/7 question and answer with all of our mentors on there. So never feel alone as an entrepreneur. If you're stuck on something, trying to figure out Denver specific tax law, if you just moved here, that's a great question. Introduce yourself on this platform, promote your business on this platform, get your name out there. All of our events are on here, jobs, etc. And that was a very quick rundown of the commons. There are so many more resources, and I'd encourage you to send me an email. It's kaylin@thecommons.co. I'll put that in the chat as well. I'm happy to send you our list of tailored resources, so you don't have to take screenshots and quickly jot things down now, but reach out to us. Please send people our way and let me know if you have any questions.
Let's start off with a big round of applause. We do have some time for some questions or some feedback for as well. Anybody have anything like to share with Kaylin? Looking at the room. All right. I did share the link to the Startup Space app in the chat as well.
Awesome.
It's a great app. I use it as well. Going once. Josh, go ahead.
Hey, Kaylin, I would be happy to volunteer for some of those time slots if that would be helpful from an HR standpoint.
That'd be wonderful, Josh. Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I'll shoot you an email. But
yeah.
Great presentation. Excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, I would love to have you as a mentor. I think Power Hours could absolutely benefit from your expertise. So that'd be great.
Very cool. Excellent.
Maureen?
Yeah, I'm wondering, so the programs that you mentioned, the startup programs, how often are those going on?
Great question. So Will It Fly is every other month, and that's that 10-step process, which after speaking with you in our breakout group could be perfect for you. It's run by an incredible entrepreneurial serial entrepreneur who's been an entrepreneur for 40 plus years now. And so she, even though I had been running my business for 5 years, she made me look at financials completely backwards. So anyway, great workshop. I can't stress it enough. Business Bootcamp, it's on pause right now. Will probably happen in the next few months. It's just a COVID pause. It's a 2-day workshop and just so long for Zoom. So we're trying to manage that right now. Co-starters is quarterly. So we just started our first cohort of 2021. So you can apply now, which would start in April of this year, the next cohort. And then Champions is 5 months break and then another 5 months, so twice a year.
Awesome.
And then Power Hours multiple times a month. Just keep an eye on the calendar. There's a lot of valuable info in there.
I'm glad to hear that the breakout room led to a connection. Yes.
Sure did.
Any other questions or feedback? If not, we're going to move on. Okay, awesome. I'm going to share my screen. Any community announcements at all? Anybody have an event they want to share or something that's relevant to the group here? Anybody? Not? We're going to keep on trucking. Opportunity. Okay. No one wants it. Great. Quick reminder, we have a website, 1millioncups.com/Denver. Please invite friends, coworkers. We always like to have new faces in the room. And if any of those new faces want to present a business idea or a current business, tell them to go to their website, fill in an application. And if also you want information on today's presenters, go to the website as well. Quick reminder, you guys are all awesome. Keep on being awesome. You guys are awesome for coming here. You're alive, you're doing awesome things. So just want to remind you guys you're awesome. So keep on doing that. If you want to circle back on these meetings, I do post them onto YouTube, so you can check them out there. If you guys want to stick around, I'm going to do some breakout rooms for about 10 minutes just to connect more. If you need to go, you can go do that. But if not, I'm going to do one more round of breakout rooms so you guys can get to know each other. And if you want an icebreaker, you can start off with, what is one of your personal or career goals you are working on? So if you guys are still here, I'm going to assign some breakout rooms and do it for about like 10 minutes. And then you guys can have a great Wednesday as well. And let's do something, one more round of applause for everybody for coming out today. Okay. Put people in rooms. Okay, here we go. All right. You guys should have room assignments now. Oh. Bro. Okay. It's like, interacting. Peace.